So my name is Gillian Robbins. I am currently self-employed, so I don't have a job title at the moment. I guess mediator.
If you could tell us what sparked your interest in taking your first course at the JIBC.
It started in 1997. My family and I were running a very intense seasonal restaurant, and while working with family members, we realized a lot of conflict issues came up. And my mom was just reading the newspaper one day, and she saw an ad for the Justice Institute and conflict resolution. So she thought that would be worthwhile for my family and I to start with. So that was back in 1997. I did the intro. So now it's 2012, now I'm 30. I started when I was 16. So it's been a long journey, but at the beginning it was because we needed some conflict resolution skills to work with each other.
How was your educational experience at the JIBC different from your experiences at other educational organizations?
Very different, actually. I found the staff and the teachers had much more knowledge and were much more willing to help than in regular sort of university or a high school setting. I felt like everybody wanted you to succeed at the JI, and it was really, I don't know how to explain it in words, but you could feel that people wanted you to succeed at the JI.
What changes did you notice in yourself as you went through the program?
I think awareness is probably the biggest learning that came out of it. I think being aware of how I was listening before I realized learning some skills, how I was communicating before. It takes a while for it all to set in, but you at least become very aware of how you're listening and how you're communicating and how that affects the people you're interacting with. I found the awareness piece to be huge throughout the learning.
Now that you have a certificate, what will it allow you to do?
Well, I just finished the small claims practicum with small claims court mediation practicum program. So after that, I will be applying for the civil roster. They have an entry coming up in the next 2 weeks. And after that, I'm a farmer actually from Abbotsford, and we have a lot of Mexican migrant workers down there who need some help in their conflict resolution. So I'm hoping to launch myself as the mediator for farmers in the Fraser Valley, because I also speak Spanish. So that's sort of where I'd like to go, but I'd also really love to be on the roster, and I think that will provide me many opportunities in the future.
What else would you like to say to someone who's thinking about taking a course or a certificate program at the JIBC?
Definitely do it. My mother was the one who introduced me to this process at the beginning, but after that it was all me who wanted to keep taking the courses and to finish an actual certification. I've had amazing feedback from having the JI on my resume. People's eyes just light up. They go, oh, JI, and what did you learn and what did you do? And I think the JI has a very good reputation in British Columbia, and I see that in the reaction from employers or friends and family that hear that I've completed something at the JI.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would say that, in a classroom setting, you get a lot of theory, but you also get a lot of practical, they do role plays or whatnot. They try to put you in a setting where you would be using the skills. Another great thing is that all the teachers are mediators in their field and have a wealth of knowledge that you can draw on. I just think the JI is a great place to be. I mostly went to the New West campus, which is a nice campus. There's a great ambiance. And I would just say it's well worth the time and the money that you put into getting these certificates. Well worth it.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.